Welcome back to Cruising Sanctuary in Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Cruising X here along with Arya Stormborn.
Yep, I'm here, sort of.
Last episode we made it to Best Ways Burrow in order to speak with the pilots of this ship, as they call it. And the Loporits are so adorable, I want to squish them and hug them, and I want a Loporit puppet. I want a Loporit plushie. There is no such thing as too many stuffies. Anyway, I don't know what Thancred's reaction is going on here, so let's talk to him. Let's get on with it with the level 84 quest, A Harey Situation. They must be the Loporits mentioned in the Watcher's records. Not at all what I expected, but the Watcher did bid us heed their counsel. I assume the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader, though we might have to ask about in order to track them down. Come on then, let us be about it. Well, first things first, I'm gonna attune to the Aetheryte. Alright. And here's the trading way. Alright, let's... Ooh, ether current. Ether current first. Or not, because I think I have to drop down in order to get to that one. I'll get it in a little bit. Speak with the Chipper Loporit. Oh my god! Leader of the crew? Not me, I'm afraid. Singing Way is the name. I'm in charge of the construction and maintenance of the atmospheric circulation system. Only the crispest, cleanest air for the people of Etheris, and that's a promise. Maybe we can run Yep, we can run across this. Boop. Ooh, there's a dancing way here. You gotta hear this. You gotta. It's adorable. They even include the singing.
So wait, is that Loporit named Dancing Way?
Yeah.
Oh.
I heard that your kind hop about when they hear music. Is that true? Can you turn it off? Alright, back to We might have to do some biking around here. Oh, there he is. Oh, hey, it's a sleeping Loperit. Oh, it's so cute. Look, it's a dozing Loperit. Later? No! Sleeping way. My job is... Perhaps I'd better ask. Ooh. That's not a reflection, I don't think. Nope. Check out underneath, Arya. They really put a lot of work into this. Here's the snappy Loperit.
What? How in the... When did you get here? Who let you in? Why was I told?
Were you the one giving orders earlier?
Me? Oh, yes, of course. As the only one around here capable of doing anything properly, it falls to me to take charge of the others.
Well, well. Looks like you beat us here.
Your friends, I take it? Is this all of them?
Yep.
A group comprised entirely of children? What must their parents be thinking? This isn't a nursery after all. Though, perhaps we should build one. Or did we build one already? No matter. You needn't worry your pretty little heads. All will be well, I promise. But goodness me, we shouldn't be standing about gawping. I must take you to meet the others. If you could run along back toward the entrance, you'll find a path that leads to the central platform on the upper floor. There's no wrong way to reach it, but it's the large glowing ball at the center, if you should find yourself lost. I shall gather the others and meet you there.
Well then, back to the upper floor it is. Yeah, but this place is so huge. I want to check up here first before we... The moon sail, huh? Alright, going up. almost turned ahead of time. This place is beautiful. All right.
Right, of course. Introductions are in order. Ahem. My name is Livingway, and we are the Loporits, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Atheris to a brave new world. More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw.
Oh, God.
Livingway's the name. Map reader and navigator of the heavens.
Pleasure to meet you all, but I'm still trying to make sense of this.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it. The people of Atheris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration. Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations. Still not following? No? Very well, I shall elaborate further.
Well, the average Amaritine is very tall, but still.
Here, we have Atheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Atheris, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
Nice to see they still use Eorzean script.
Claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
There we go.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Atheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun.
Really? You had to use the carrot puns, really?
The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Atheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold. And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star. Easier said than done, admittedly, for one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim. Which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems. We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Heidelin. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings. And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. We and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation. Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement. No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
I think I can guess who.
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges? Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women. And I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon?
Heidelin herself.
Heidelin herself led you here.
Did I stutter?
You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little...
Who are you calling short?
Hey. Never happened.
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
So, you're saying everyone's not like the Watcher? Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Atheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages. I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
Nope.
Building way, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
Yeah, maybe. Let's get our chest gear. Oh, I hate that color.
Yeah, interesting.
Let's see how it looks in Dalamud Red. Kinda looks like I'm wearing a corset, doesn't it? Yeah, I'll stick to black. And we'll probably get the rest of the gear in the next few quests, but we'll see. Let's continue. Ow. Whoops, wrong thing. Living way? A taste of the moon.
Right then, now that you're here, we need you to teach us all you can about your people, and quickly! It won't be long before the final days are upon us in all their terrible grandeur, so it is imperative that we be prepared to receive our passengers to be. If there is anything at all that may displease them, it must be addressed post-haste. And address it we shall. Here at Bestways Borough, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. We have produced myriad amenities we understand to be essential for day-to-day living, and I wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure you've all worked up an appetite, so why don't we start with foodstuffs? Meet me at the Caratorium, and we will see about filling your bellies.
She does not want for enthusiasm. The notion of Aetheris rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning, though. Nevertheless, let's take this opportunity to learn more of the Loporits and this vessel. I need to stand for a bit. Sitting is hurting. Alright, where are we going? Maybe if we... There we go. There we go. Okay, how do we get to the Caratorium? Certainly not this way. Okay, it's on the lower level. Maybe through here? Oh, yep. Jesus Christ! Could this place get any more elaborate? Hey look, a rainbow aetheryte! Huh, what the? No! No fucking way! The battle music in here is Final Fantasy IV! Jeez, could this place get any... Oh, we gotta jump? Well, yeah, this is certainly bigger than expected. Alright. Fitting way.
Welcome to the Catatorium. Here we create prototypes of the various sundries required by our soon-to-be passengers. Allow me to introduce the head of foodstuff production, Cooking Way. Pleasure to meet you all. Our work has involved no small amount of trial and error. But after many cycles of painstaking labor, I dare say we have created the finest cuisine our guests could ask for. I've learned all about the essential nutrients for a healthy and balanced diet from the reference materials we received. Why, I practically warned the words from those invaluable pages. Naturally, we also considered ease of growth and production. We will not want for ingredients. I must insist you try some. We have fresh stock recently prepared on account of, well, because we just woke up and we're all quite famished. Hop along the platforms here and you'll find a storage unit full to bursting with delectable delights. Help yourself to anything you like.
Yeah, I won't say no to free food. Let me jump. There's the storage crate. You open the storage unit and find a rainbow-colored assortment of carrots. Which one do you think I should eat? Well, from frond to tip, no scratches or blemishes mar this immaculate specimen. Nevertheless, if not for its excessive length and girth, phrasing, boom, one might think it was an ordinary carrot. On second thought, you elect to simply take an obscenely large carrot for now. Due to its bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Cooking Way whether it is safe to eat first. So, did any of our selections set your mouth to watering? Ah, yes, a fine choice. One of my personal favorites, actually. Please dig in. I'm eager to hear what you think. With great trepidation, you take a bite out of the carrot. There is a satisfying crunch. Wherefore didst thy kind seem such a change necessary?
When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. You'll never be able to pronounce our original names anyway.
I see.
I hope our critiques, such as they are, were helpful to you. Though, if you should decide to preserve flora and fauna from Etheris as well, you would be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, one I pray comes sooner than later, it would appear there is naught but carrots on the menu.
Yeah, I think I want to take a break for now, and, I'm kind of tired, so we will continue this next time. So, if you're watching this on Twitch or live from PlayStation and you like the show, click the follow button, turn on notifications so you're well informed, and do everything in your power to enjoy. And if you're watching on YouTube, here are all the links for the next episode, our playlist, and to subscribe to me. Oh, and the previous episode if you want to watch that. Anyways, we'll see you next time.